Hello Virgo, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are doing your April reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. And if you want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open. And everything that you'll need to know will be in the description box below for you. Now we are inviting your angels, spirit guides, and ancestors to come in and assist us with this reading today. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on for you. Got the Three of Swords, the Moon card, and the Six of Cups. I'm going to get one more. You have the Temperance in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like it's not the right time for something here, Virgo. With that Temperance in the reverse, it's just like not at this time. It's not the right time for something. And I feel like the reason it's not the right time for something is because there is somebody here is not willing to compromise or not willing to make any changes, right? Nothing has changed in this situation. But I do feel like you could be spending a lot of time thinking about the past or dwelling on the past, thinking about a past person. We are moving into a Mercury retrograde here soon. And those energies do start, there is a, pre-shadow period, that can bring up a lot of things from our past, right? Cause us to reflect. Retrogrades in general are meant to review, So I feel like you could just be really taking a look at the past situation. There could be a lack of clarity about what's going to happen. Is this person going to come back? Are we going to be able to work on things here? But I do feel like it's just that energy of a little bit of a lack of clarity and unknown about how something is going to go, the future of something. But it's also an energy of reflection. I feel like a lot of deeply reflective energy here. There's the Three of Swords. I do feel like you're still hurting over this. I feel like there is still healing that is, needs to take place here. I feel like you're still working on that. Still feeling some sadness over this. Try not to get too stuck in the past energies. There is a place for reflecting and looking back at the past. That's why we have retrogrades and things. And, there is a place for looking into the future. It keeps us driven and ambitious, motivated, right? It gives us direction. But it's all about balance. We can't spend too much time in one or the other, even though they do both have a place and a purpose. And even with this Temperance card, it says balance at the top of it here, right? So with this coming up in the reverse, Spirit could say you're out of balance in that energy, right? You're out of balance. That needs to be brought back into balance. You need to be more present in the moment or more looking ahead. There is an imbalance going on. We're going to look at their energy towards you. Show me the person that Virgo is dealing with in this situation. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Taurus because I keep wanting to call you that. Show me the person that Virgo is dealing with in this situation. What is their energy towards Virgo, please? Got the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Judgment card in the reverse. I feel like this person, for one, I feel like they are feeling very unhappy as well at this time. They could just be feeling very unfulfilled, very unhappy. This could be with the connection or in their life in general. I almost kind of feel like some of it is in their life in general, but they could be blaming a lot of it on that connection, right? Like, oh, when they were with you, like, oh, I'm not happy. And maybe they put that because I'm not happy with this relationship. And now that they're on their own, I also kind of feel like they're seeing that they're unhappy in other areas of their life as well. And the Knight of Cups is a dreamer, a visionary. This person could be trying to figure out, what they want, There could be some kind of like midlife crisis vibes going on, but it doesn't have to be that. It just feels like this person is they're having some realizations and they're having to figure out what they want moving forward. And this Queen of Pentacles energy, I feel like they could just be mostly focused on their job, their home, their resources, their money, that kind of thing. I feel like this person is having a lot going on outside of, just a lot going on in their life. With the Judgment card in the reverse, I do kind of feel like a stubborn energy. This person is like unwilling to change their mind or see a different side. We got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, they're not willing to change their mind. Some of them could be, they could have stopped communication or blocked communication here. Maybe they just, because they're focused on other things and they feel like it's going to be easier for you both to move on if you're out of communication with one another. You have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So if you've sent them messages, it's like, I feel like they're either not looking at them or not choosing to respond to them. And I feel like that's just, I don't think it's coming from a place of trying to be mean. I feel like it's just coming from a place of feeling like it's easier for both of you to move on if you're out of communication. What's the immediate future of this situation? But I feel like that's adding to the hurt for you, because I feel like you are hurting, and it's hurtful that they don't want to communicate. Yeah, for the immediate future, the Tower in the reverse. I feel like this is you trying to prevent the tower from falling, or trying to hold up the tower. Trying not to kind of accept that something maybe is, that some kind of life changes happen, or not accept that something is over here. It's keeping you tied to it, not allowing the tower to fall. It's keeping you tied here. On the tower, on this Tower card, it says liberation. With it being in the reverse, it's like you're keeping yourself stuck. And it's one of those things that are just so much easier said than done. And it's going to take time, okay? It's going to take time. Healing and grieving, those are both processes, and they both take time. You could be struggling with that, the acceptance portion of that. And that's okay. You will get there. Even the Temperance card is also about having patience. Recognizing that things do take time, So give yourself the time that you need. Got the Four of Wands in the reverse. Something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. It's a lot of disappointment. It's a lot of sadness. It's okay to have a hard time. Give yourself the time that you need. What's the potential outcome here? We got the Emperor, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So, right now you're feeling very overwhelmed, or feeling like you don't have a good handle on this. You feel like you're hurting and it's overwhelming. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse is like not being able to manage something, or feeling just overwhelmed by, an energy. But it's with the Emperor energy. So Spirit is letting you know that this is going to pass. It's not going to be like this for long, okay? That you are going to be able to get this under control. It's not going to, continue to dominate your life like this, okay? That the healing is coming. Moving forward is coming, okay? So this is kind of a heavy reading, but Spirit wants you to know, this person isn't doing it because they don't care. They're not doing it to be hurtful. They're doing it because they feel like it's easier for you to move on, and for them to move on this way. You will move into a space of acceptance. You will get to a space where you are able to handle this and manage this, okay, Virgo? I have so much to say. Forever changed. An unequal give and take. Yeah, I think it's just very hurtful that this person isn't, communicating or responding to you. You could feel like it's hurtful that that they're not willing to work on things. Try not to take that on personally, though, okay? I feel like you have a lot that you want to say, and maybe it's hard for you to move on when you have all of this stuff in you that you feel like needs to come out. So do not be afraid to write a letter. Maybe you don't send it. Okay, maybe you can't send it, but it will help you get it outside of yourself, right? So if you feel like you have a lot that you need to say, you need to express, so you don't keep it in, write a letter out. You don't have to say it. You don't have to send it, but you can get everything that you need to say out, And hopefully that will help you feel a little bit better. And this forever changed energy, I know right now it feels like you're not ever going to be able to deal with this, or this is never going to be okay, or you're never going to get over this. But that's why Spirit's giving you that reassurance that you will. Okay? It's not going to stay like this forever. This too will pass. So we are going to take a look here, Virgo, at... we're going to get 2 of them. That one flipped over for you. We're going to grab another one. Something that Spirit wants you to work on or be aware of or just know. Something they want to bring to your attention. Okay. The one that flipped out for you says, there are fears that you need to face. Shadow work. A fear journal. So, usually, you know, the reason why we don't want to do something is because there is some kind of, the reason we feel resistance to something, right, is because there's some kind of fear attached to it, right? A fear of having to live without somebody, a fear of having to face that hurt, a fear of having to grieve, a fear of having to maybe feel lonely. Those are all feelings that are unpleasant, and we don't want to go through that. We don't want to experience that. We have a fear of that. So Spirit's saying there's some of these fears now that you need to face, okay? A shadow work or a fear journal. Anytime that you feel afraid about something or feel resistance to something, like why when I think about this person and I not getting back together, why do I feel so much resistance to that? What am I afraid of? Writing that down. It's almost like, you know, when the kid is afraid of the monsters under the bed, and you get down with them and you look under the bed and they see that it's not there. It doesn't mean that once they get back on the bed and you're out of the room that there isn't a little in the back of their mind, but they do feel better. There is some kind of sense of relief because they have kind of brought it out to the light, right? Acknowledged it. So there is some kind of, you know, there is some kind of relief in that. You also have take care of yourself. Self-care, naps, relax, take your vitamins, stretch, okay? Taking care of yourself. You need to be extra sensitive in taking care of yourself at this time, okay? Be extra loving with yourself. I look at it like you should treat yourself how you would treat your best friend that was going through this, or your child that was going through this, right? If you would, however you would treat them is how you need to treat you, okay? But that is what I have for you. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling your personals, Patreon, or the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. If this is where we part, thank you guys for being here and for supporting me, and I will see you soon.